Welcome to Modern Warfare 2.
Remember, no Russian.
No, not that Modern Warfare 2. This one just came out and it cost $70 instead of $60 like the last one. Oh, you want to know why it cost an extra $10? Oh, that's because you're paying for all of the extra problems the game has that should have been taken care of before it was released. The Call of Duty franchise is one that I've been playing since I was 7 years old. Now, over the years, I've seen the game kind of devolve and come back in some certain ways, and it's been a weird progression. I took a hiatus from the franchise around Black Ops 2 to Modern Warfare 3 in that era. Honestly, I feel like that was the best era of the game, and the few that released after that were kind of letdowns in a lot of ways, and I know there are people defending each and every one for different reasons, and I'm sure the reasons hold up, but just generally they were a letdown in comparison to the Black Ops 1 and 2 and Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I have never really played anything before that. That was just kind of the era I played a lot of. Now, Modern Warfare 2019 was a reboot of the entire series, quote unquote, that brought back some fresh air into the franchise, but was kind of lackluster in some ways. I played that game from season 0 and I had a lot of fun on it, but there was a lot of issues that arose with that game over time that made me kind of fall out of love in that game. And then they released Cold War. Now, Cold War's peak, to me, was in the PlayStation beta. It actually felt like a good game. Now, yes, the AK-74U was overpowered, but the snipers felt really, really good, and the whole game felt really, really good. That's why at release, I was extremely disappointed seeing that they completely nerfed snipers into the ground and made a bunch of other changes that I really wasn't a fan of. And then they released Vanguard, and Vanguard was a straight-up one-to-one copy of Modern Warfare 2019 with a few minor changes. Now, everybody hated on the game, mostly because of the era that it was in. Everybody's saying that they were burnt out of World War II games. I'm a World War II fan, so I really didn't see that as a negative. I saw it as honestly a positive. But it was just a pure copy and paste with different guns. And then they came out with Modern Warfare 2. Now, Modern Warfare 2, I had zero hope in. I had next to no expectations from this game. I had no intentions to even buy the game for a good amount of time until it went on a decent sale. I didn't think it was going to do well. I didn't think it was going to be a fun game. But I was kind of wrong. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of wrong. I'm going to hit the pause real quick. Please like if you've enjoyed so far and subscribe if you're interested to see more. It truly means a lot. I'm at 50 subscribers out of 1,000. I'm going to be going for that goal. I'm going to be making content for a while now, and it will continue to get better. So if you enjoy, please consider doing those things. Thank you. Modern Warfare 2, honestly, is kind of a breath of fresh air for me. It feels the closest to the original CODs that I used to play as a kid growing up. It has its issues, and I'll be getting into some of those in a little bit, but generally the feel of the game is genuinely really, really good. I do have my gripes about the player base though, and that's the same with all of the Call of Duties nowadays. Now, over time, player bases do change, but this new era of COD player and this new era of gamer is honestly very sad to see to me. Back in the day, games were played for purely fun. Yes, you had competitive players, and yes, everybody wanted to win. But over time, I've seen people take the games way too seriously, and your average player just wants to win way too much. So now all you really see is people running around with meta weapons. Back in the day, yes, you had people using meta weapons, but back in the day, everybody just used whatever weapon, but if someone broke out a strong weapon, then everybody broke out the strong weapon to stomp that guy, to basically ratio him. Nowadays, everybody's just running the most overpowered gun from the rip. No one plays the fun guns. No one wants to play with a wacky gun or give themselves a disadvantage. That is the one thing that gamers as a whole nowadays hate, is a disadvantage. I love disadvantages. They make me test my skill to myself. I am not an innately competitive person. I'm competitive to myself. I don't turn on my competitiveness almost ever. I don't have fun when I'm playing competitively. I don't have fun using meta weapons. I really don't. But when I'm constantly getting stomped by people, sweating their balls off, hoping one day that they'll be a crazy COD League player, speaking of COD League players, the funniest thing that I've ever seen is someone with a COD League skin proned on the floor with an LMG in a corner. That is the funniest thing to me. It's just the polar opposite of what competitive play should be, and it's just funny to see that to me. Another thing to add on top of the way that the player base is nowadays is skill-based matchmaking, which is a hot topic right now. The best resolution that I've heard for skill-based matchmaking is adding in a separate queue for people that don't want any skill-based matchmaking at all. That would resolve most of the problems, in my opinion, and it would also improve my experience in these games. Because skill-based matchmaking just is not fun to me. Constantly getting into lobbies with wannabe pro league players gets really annoying after a while. It's either I get into a pro league lobby of just people that haven't seen the sun in a week, or the guy that just got off his 9 to 5 that already has been shit on by a bunch of other players, so he broke out his best weapons, either his meta AR or SMG or his shotgun, and maybe just like sits in a corner or something. I don't know. Those are the kinds of lobbies I get into. It's either one or the other. I never get into lobbies of people that are like me, that just take the game casually and just play the game to play the game. This is all because of skill-based matchmaking, and also the way that players are nowadays. Now, I'm not saying they need to completely remove skill-based matchmaking. I think that there should be a queue with skill-based matchmaking, and there should also be a playlist of just people thrown together, just like it was back in the day. No skill-based matchmaking. I want a lobby with people that don't know how to play the game and people that are professional. I want a whole variety of people to fight against or play with. Those are the most fun experiences for me because it's completely random and you're not constantly getting stomped, nor are you constantly stomping. Enough of the hot topics, to move on to the more fun topics, aka the servers. We played Warzone the first day that it came out, and it was going pretty smoothly. I think we were playing DMZ, and DMZ is a lot of fun. I'll get to that in a minute. But we were playing on DMZ, and suddenly the 9 to 5ers got on, and all of a sudden the servers just fucking caught on fire. I'm hitching hard.
Yeah, same.
It's the servers crashing.
Big Bertha. Whatever. Let's get in this bitch. Dude, yeah, holy shit.
Oh my gosh. It was crazy. It was a wild experience, and I don't think they were ready for all those people to get on after they got on from work. Warzone, I've always had issues with Warzone. I've never been a massive fan of Warzone. It's not that it's a bad game mode, it's just not really up my alley. And the problems that I had with the first Warzone definitely shift over into the second one. I'm sure there are people that have a blast on Warzone. It's just never been my favorite, and it's honestly not something I enjoy to play. Now DMZ, on the other hand, DMZ I was scared for. I didn't think it was going to do well. I thought they were going to try too hard to rip off Tarkov. I am proud to say they didn't try too hard to rip off Tarkov. They actually made a game mode that fits the way the game plays. Now, I do have my gripes in the fact that it's a trio only game mode, which, yes, you can say, oh, in Tarkov, you can run into a 5-stack as a solo. I get that, but with the mindset that Warzone has ingrained into Call of Duty players, they will only go in as a group of 3. If they go in as a group of 2 or a 1-person raid, they see it as a disadvantage, so they will not go into it. They will go play solos on Warzone, or they'll go play multiplayer for some reason. That's my one gripe about the matchmaking in DMZ. DMZ is a pretty fun game mode. I can see it getting repetitive after time, but I think it's a solid attempt at the looter shooter genre for Call of Duty. Another problem I'm going to touch on here at the end is sound. Sound, for some reason, has not worked almost at all for me. I can't hear other people's footsteps 90% of the time. They can hear mine, but I can never hear theirs. It doesn't matter how much I change my audio settings and try and fix it, it does not work. I can barely hear footsteps ever. The only footsteps I hear are from teammates, and that's even spotty sometimes. The final thing I will touch on is spawns. I have no idea what the flying fuck they did to spawns, but they ruined it. I cannot stand the spawns in this game. They are completely broken. It doesn't make any sense. You used to be able to have an idea as to where the enemy was spawning, and the enemy knew generally where you were probably going to spawn. This time, you have no idea where you're going to spawn. Half the time, I spawn where someone's already aiming. I die right as I spawn a good bit of the time. And half the time, an enemy will spawn right behind me. And it happens quite often, to the point where I am just losing my mind with these spawns. They are so busted. Please, devs, do something about spawns. They don't work right now. Take it back to Modern Warfare 2019. Those spawns made sense. Take them back to the old COD. Those make sense. Do whatever you did before. Don't do this bullshit you're doing now. Now that's all I'm really going to talk about in this video. I have a good few clips that I'm going to put after this. I know this video hasn't really been the highest quality, and honestly, I spent most of the time talking out my ass. But there were just some things that I wanted to get off my chest, and I wanted to make a video on this game because it honestly surprised me. So please enjoy these clips I've got for you.
Oh, that's kind of crazy. The fuck? That's busted. Oh, I made it out of the map. Oh.
That charges us? What the fuck?
Power of modern day technology. Bluetooth gas. What are these two guys doing inside of each other? I was just watching gay sex on the battlefield. Like, I can't make this up. Team white. Up behind where we came from. I got flung out of the zone!
Killed him.
Holy shit.
What happened? Did you fly?
I got flung out of the zone because I like dove and then I got downed and like I just like slid down the hill. Bro, I was like a skipping rock, dude. Yo, tack sprinting though. Oh my gosh. What's going on? Oh, I'm looking at a guy. He's proned.
Dude, it's spotted.
I downed a guy. In slow motion. Oh, the reload. Oh, it's so long.
Where are you at?
Oh, it's so hard. Oh, they're at the exfil. Crack the armor on another.
Dude, I'm fucking...
Down the other one. This is crazy. This is the most high intensity fight DMZ has ever seen. Alright, my gun's fully loaded. Oh. Can I do a takedown on this guy?
Wait, is that a gather? I see you.
Dude. I'm getting hits. What? What am I hacking? I'm hacking. I'm actually hacking. Dude, this is crazy. Oh, there's another guy down here. Oh.
I think it's called sex chess. Pretty sure.
Fantasy Quest Solitaire? Oh, wait.
Sex chess?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You go through the picture.
It's excluded by preferences. What are my preferences?
Brother, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Bro.
Okay.
That's a little much.
Some people actually need like some Jesus in their life. Like just find something. Maybe you don't need Jesus, but find something. You don't have to find Jesus. Find something though. You know what I'm saying?
Something
like,
that's not that.
Not that though. You know.
Anything but.
Anything but that. You know?
Like even war crimes. Like get into those. What the fuck?
Ultra One, actual UAV.
I'm sorry,
returning to base.
Oh, I almost got to crawl on.
I'm sorry.
Do I get credit for next show if you make it?
I don't know.
Well, they haven't thirsted me yet, so. Yeah, I saw that. Dude, I can't believe you made it, man. That armored guy was right next to the ramp. Oh, son of a bitch. There's a top right here about to thirst me. Oh, yeah, fucking.
I want to pick you up, but I can't pick you up.
Oh, he started to do something if you came up.
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, the enemy squad trying to res me.
Alright, so they want to build a less toxic community and give us voice chat, but I can't positively interact with other players. So they only want us to negatively interact with other players. Features like being able to pick up a random person off the ground should be added to the game. Yes, it could add more toxicity, but it would also allow for great opportunities of friendship and memories that both players will never forget.
What are they called?
I'll be right back. Freeze.
They're in our
Oh, that's an
side.
enemy, dude. I literally, your blue dot was over him, Jade.
Nice.
I legit thought that was like a teammate.
Oh, they're mounted up on that.
Now that's it for the video. I'm gonna stop doing the whole entertainment corner thing here at the end. It was just kind of something I thought might be fun at the end, but honestly, I think it's kind of a waste of my time and your guys' time, which I do not want to do. Now, I'll use the time at the end of the video to just kind of give a minor update about the channel and what's going on with me. One massive update is the fact that I will be using my favorite music artists' music in my videos going forward, City Girl. I've used a few of their songs in my most recent shorts, and they will be in this video and should be in the videos going forward. This is honestly a massive thing for me, and I know it really isn't a big deal, but to me it means the world. I listen to City Girl way too much. I, in my Spotify Wrapped, am in the top 0.005% of listeners that listen to City Girl. I just absolutely love the lo-fi beats. I don't know what type of pop it is, but there's a good few songs from City Girl that are like kind of pop-ish. The most recent one, Heartbreaker Club, kind of goes hard, no cap, but the lo-fi beats will be rolling. We'll be bumping them for a while. This truly is a major thing for me. I'm so happy that I'm able to do this. We hit 50 subs. Thank you so much to those of you that have actually subscribed. It's so nice to see people actually enjoy my content. That's one of the main reasons I started making content, is I want people to be entertained by something that I do. And the fact that 50 of you decided to click the big red button and want to see more of me means a lot to me. Also, the comments have been great. Thank you very much. Very encouraging. Makes me really want to continue working on this kind of stuff. Now, after I make this video, I will be working on my next video, which is going to be different than every other video I've made before now. This video I'm actually doing kind of, I guess, in reverse than the way I normally make my videos. It's going to be on Stardew Valley, and I know that sounds really boring, but I have hope that this will be a fun video. I'm really, really hyped for this video, and it's going to take me a little while to get it worked on and get it finished. Now that's pretty much it for this video, so yeah, have a chill day.